Joining us is Jared Lorenzen. Jared, how are you?
I'm doing well, but yourself?
All right, so for people that didn't see, a video was released this weekend called the Lorenzen Project.
Correct.
And explain to me how that came about.
I'll tell you, it started with a conversation I had at the Hall of Fame dinner I had with
last year.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
With Antoine Walker's guy. Antoine Walker had a documentary come out about what is going on with him. The guy that did it said, "Hey, I want to work with you." I'm like, "Okay, well, you're Hollywood. Get a hold of me, whatever." Because everyone in Hollywood is always so truthful. And I saw him again at the dinner, and he's like, "I need your number." All right, so we started talking and kind of laid out what he wanted to do.
And so what does he want to do?
We're going to do a year-long documentary of a little bit of everything. Obviously me being big, I'm going to do the losing the weight thing, but we're not going to put a number on it. It's a life change deal. We're going to go talk to kids in schools about obesity, child obesity, some of the stuff I went through, some of the stuff I've been fighting, the demons and all that kind of stuff that I've kind of kept very, very, very quiet.
Are you going to be are you going to open up about that stuff?
Yeah, and actually the first interview that's on the Lorenzen Project now on Facebook is probably as deep as I've gone.
Well, let's talk about it first.
Yeah.
I love you. I think you're just an awesome guy. And we were talking about rock stars a minute ago. The fans love you. I mean, Ryan, we see that during these pregame shows.
He can't walk anywhere, and the fans love Jared Lorenzen.
Hey, yelled at a lot by Matt. That. Come on, let's go.
Well, I do hope you speed up. But you said that you were scared to get on a scale.
Yes.
For a long time, since 2008 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you got on the scale and you weighed 500 pounds.
502.
Weighed 502 pounds. What's that moment like when you see that?
It's the most depressing thing I think I can ever think of. You think you know where you are. You have an idea. Oh, I'm probably here. I'm probably there. I know what I sort of weighed, and then you get on there and you're like, that's the single worst thing I've ever had to go through my entire life. Is looking and having a realization, and then not only having me see it, but there's a camera right over my shoulder, knowing where it's going to go.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't say I've lied about my weight my whole life, but I pretty much have. And then now knowing that everybody's going to see it,
and it cracks that number. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, it cracks. I mean, because, I buy a bigger shirt. And I'm like, oh, it's not really a big deal. It's whatever. Then all of a sudden you're like, oh, my God. And it's there, and it's in front of you.
You said something on there, and I want to tell you. This gives you an example of the effect that you have on people. Mm. I woke up this morning to this text message from my mother, okay, because this is from your story. You have a quote that's in the newspaper today, and it was on the thing that said, right now, if I didn't wake up tomorrow, it wouldn't be a shock to many people. And my mom said it made her cry.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, for so long, you push it off because you're like, oh, I'm 25. I'm 28. I mean, what's the really big deal? I'm only 30. And now I look, I'm 36. So if I didn't wake up, I see people on Facebook every day as big as me, having a heart attack or having this and having that. And it's like, it wouldn't. I think everybody would go, damn, that really sucks. But, he was huge. He was this. He didn't take care of himself. So once I started thinking about it, and you kind of put it into perspective, then you got a 15-year-old daughter and you got a 7-year-old son and all that. And it's like, when are you going to start doing it for them instead of just eating because it's fun or whatever? So,
do you think part of it with you is because you've always been known in part for your weight?
Without a doubt.
Part of why you were a rock star,
exactly,
is because you were the hefty lefty,
exactly.
Right? Is there a part of you that's just always been your personality, and you almost feel like you're supposed to do it?
Yeah, but not to this extent. I'm obviously still known as the big quarterback. The round mound of touchdown is, Ryan always introduced me, and that's me. And you kind of get stuck in that persona of, hey, I'm that guy. I'm the big guy, and nobody's going to say anything to me because I'm supposed to be the big guy. And again, once you kind of see it, that footage was taken a year ago. That weight. So I'm below that now, but it's kind of like you look at that weight and you see it. And then you're like, I can't be that big.
Why do you think it happens with you? I know that's a tough.
Why?
Question.
Well,
maybe you were 300 pounds when you played football because that's just kind of.
Yeah.
But why 500?
Because there was no one there to stop me. I didn't have the self-discipline. I mean, that's strictly the reason. And there was no one to sit there and go, well, don't. I mean, I got divorced. So now I'm living by myself. Who's going to tell me I can't stop at the store on the way home? Who's going to tell me I can't, I don't do this anymore? Who's going to tell me I can't go to Kroger's and get a thing of Oreos and eat it? Nobody. It's just me sitting here. So it's a lot of that stuff where I just went through crazy times and still there. I mean, there's still some stuff there. It's starting to turn. I can tell I'm past the dark, evil spots.
Well, let me ask you about that. Do you fight depression?
Oh, yeah. You have to.
Do you see somebody about it?
No. Well, yes and no. I have off and on. Mm-hmm. But, no, yeah, you definitely fight it. Because, you always had for so long, and I think you may even see this when you do decide to go political or whatever you're doing.
Stop it.
But you're so expected in one spot for so long, and then that's gone.
You're talking about when you start playing football.
When you start playing football, everybody's like there, and you're in this spot, and you're in this spotlight, and then it's gone. And you're like, okay, how do I replace that? And that's what took me so long to replace it with my kids. And now I'm, more active and more involved in their stuff, but it just took me a long time to get to that point.
So now what do we do? I mean, you're going to spend the year not just what's your goal? Like, what's your goal? Where would we sit here August 1st, 2018. What's your goal?
My goal is to be, I don't have a weight loss goal. Yeah. I don't have that number. My goal is to hopefully have everyone in the state involved in this, because I plan on going to Lexington, Louisville, Cincinnati, E-Town, all of this with the kids to understand what you can and can't do with your life. I mean, I hear from big people all the time. I've got on my messages from this thing out there right now, you'd be amazed. I'm 400 pounds. I'm 360 pounds. If I can get those people to realize, hey, look, if I'm as big as I am, and if I can do this, literally anyone can do this. And I just want to start a mini movement. I mean, because, the state of Kentucky itself is one of the most obese states. So we've got to get out there and start them young. And hopefully, the kids may not know me, but their parents might, and say, hey, look, that guy was big his whole life, and now, let's make some changes.
Do you feel, that's a lot of burden for you?
Yes.
I mean, like Ryan just said he has lost some weight.
Yeah.
But you're doing that in private. You know what I mean? Like, are you, that's
scary.
A lot. That's a lot to, that's a lot to put on you.
It's scary. It's very scary because if it doesn't work, it's on me. Mm-hmm. There's no one I can say it didn't work. Or I can't blame it on anybody. So I feel confident with my team. I like where I am with the team that I have set up. I'm anxious to see the trailer that they're bringing out to me. And, we're just going to go, and we're going to see what happens.
So people can learn at the Lorenzen Project on Facebook. Is there anywhere else?
Well, right now it's just, we did just a very soft release, and there's the video on that. And I'll tell you what, people have watched it. I think we're up to 275,000 views on it. Yeah. So please like that. I did an update on it yesterday, just kind of thanking everybody. And probably once a week we're going to say, hey, maybe, hey, I'm going to work out at Friendship Park if you guys want to come out and walk with me or whatever. So
people love you, but you also get a ton of jokes.
Oh, yeah.
But you also get a lot of people backing you up and supporting you. Have you felt that?
When it got put out, first of all, I didn't know it was going to put out. And next thing I know, my Facebook's blowing up, and I'm like, oh, my God, what I do?
Maybe they should tell you that.
Yeah, maybe they should have let me know. Yeah. And they probably did. I just forgot. Of all of the probably 8,000 messages I have, one has been negative. One. And it's the coolest feeling to know that the people behind you, or the people that, I don't want to say you forget about, but like the people that are in your contacts, like, God, I haven't heard from them in years. Hey, I got your back, man. If you need anything, you let me know. It's really cool to kind of go back through your messages and see these people that care about you. They love you. They don't want anything to happen to you, and they're there to, I took somebody up on it yesterday. I said, all right, hey, if you're really behind me here, I'll be out of Friendship if you want to walk around. All right, cool. Met there, hang out and talk, and it's been awesome.
Well, so it's on Facebook, Lorenzen Project, on Twitter at Jared Lorenzen 22.
Yeah, I'll start retweeting some stuff of what I'm doing. Yeah,
at Jared Lorenzen 22. It goes without saying. I hope you know that we all love you, and I'm proud of you. I've worried about you.
Oh, no.
We all have.
We all have. We're super proud of him.
I got probably one of the best messages ever from actually Amanda on Facebook. So God love her. She's awesome.
Yeah. Well, listen, good luck to you.
Thanks, buddy.